night, and 4 running. They're all
Look
running
here,
for
we
the
got
hills.
Michael Bathurst in the house tonight.
Yes, we got
Friday
love.
Night Lights. What do you think of when you hear of Friday Night Lights, Michael?
Think of football. I
Yeah.
think, yeah, it sounds like a movie, right? It's like the soundtrack of our lives, man. So
I usually don't ever know what I'm going to name the broadcast until like
no,
that day or a few days before. Spirit always gives it to me, and it was like kept saying
yeah,
Friday Night Lights, Friday Night Lights. I'm like, it sounds
yeah.
too much like football, and then the Spirit was like, yeah, but we are the lights,
We
time to
are the
shine. I was
lights.
like,
Yeah.
and all those letters took. You only get what 50 characters to make up your title.
This looks like Helga to me. I'm
Oh,
not sure
there's
if that
Helga.
is, but you said to me the girls weren't coming tonight. So I'm just
I might have
I'm
mistakenly read the
confused.
wrong message.
Because I talked to her earlier and said we're doing a show. Let the show go. Did she? There she is. Oh, she keeps
Oh,
dropping back. Who's doing that? Is that her?
Yeah. Can you hear us, Miss Helga?
What? I feel
Yes,
like
I
we're
can.
going in circles here. I'll take one down. So maybe this is the problem. Maybe your computer can't handle all that. We'll just do that for now. Okay. Hi, dear. How are you? How are things tonight?
I'm fine, thank you.
This is strange. I feel like we were in a room together with a man named Vaughn and a crazy man named Fraser not that long ago. That person looked a lot like you. Was that you?
Let me look. I
Let
think
me
it
look.
was
You're gonna have a
me.
good look at yourself and go, okay. I think the other woman was nowhere near as stunning as you. You're right. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. I get it. How you doing? Did you go for a nap?
Not yet.
You did? Did you
No.
replenish the No, I did. So if I feel like I've been just shot out of a cannon, I have. So there you go.
Yeah, I saw you and Des going back and forth. Is Des she's staying off tonight? Is that did I read
Yes,
that right, or was that another night, or I don't know.
yes. She
Hello, John.
stays out.
How you doing? Is it okay if I put something up and you guys could read it? Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'll let you read it and you tell me what you think. Okay. Here we go.
Ever since happiness heard your name, it's been running through the streets trying to find you.
It has
said,
been Helga. It called me the other day and said, "Have you seen Helga? Have you seen her? How about Desiree? Have you seen? No. Fraser? Have you seen Fraser? No. You remember Fraser earlier today? Ice cream sandwiches. That's all he was talking about. No matter what we talked about.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, okay, ice cream sandwiches. It is. There you go. Let's.
What do you think of her sound with her new setup there?
I feel like I'm at a Sportcast. It's so clear. Like she's going for the real deal now. Like, watch out, Randy. Helga's in the house. We got beauty and technology together. This could be scary. All right, I like it.
Don't
I like it
worry.
a lot. Yeah. What brand is that, by the way? That looks pretty fancy.
It's from my son. It's his
Oh no way!
gaming.
Yeah, you just took it and he's looking around the house right
No,
now.
I didn't just took it. He
He's
he
looking out
told
of the
me,
bed
Mom.
right now. He's looking out of the bed right now, going, "Where the heck is?"
No,
Huh.
he ordered all the stuff that I need, and he said, "Mom, borrow this one, and when your stuff is
Oh, he took care of you.
arrived."
Yeah, I like it. Sounds good. Can you do like the Barry White voice or anything? You know, like our friend Rick. You know? No. Okay.
Brandy. Yeah, we were in Martin Sean's podcast this morning, and we went in the green room afterwards, and Martin kind of helped shimmy some things, and her son ended up having the gaming kind of set up where they have the little mic because there's a little bit of echo in that room. So he was like, "You'd be good with one of these." And our son went in the other room and came back and saved the day.
So how old is your son?
I have 4 sons.
Yeah. How old's your oldest son?
My
Because I always thought
oldest
you were
son,
22. So, you know, yeah, I'm doing the math here. Something's not
my
right.
oldest son is from 88,
Oh, wow.
1988.
Well, you're well preserved. Look at that. Who would have
And my
known?
second son is from 90,
Wow. Can anybody do math?
1999.
Can anybody do math? That's incredible.
And my third son
Hmm.
is from 1998. And
Okay.
my fourth son is... No, I missed one.
Did you miss one?
The last one.
Okay.
No, I mixed the youngest one with the
Yeah.
third one. The
Okay.
third one is from 96, and then the youngest 1998.
Okay. All right.
1996. That would be 10 years older than my daughter. So he's 26.
Wow. See, and with you being 22, I find the math doesn't match up. There's something wrong. So it's like another altered universe, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay. So Eric, I want you to read this one here too. Here you go.
Love is forever flowering. Believe in the infinite power of light to awaken your mind to new world full of healing and hope. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
It's
Who
got the
wrote
light
that?
in there.
It says Michael Bathurst. Who's that guy?
Oh my goodness. That
Who
was
is
a brilliant one. I like that, Michael.
Who is that guy? Yeah. So Helga, that's quite the story. So no daughters though, eh? None.
Um.
Oh, wait. Oh, we don't want to go there. Okay.
Oh yeah, my third son is one of a twin, and she was a girl, but
Oh,
she decided not to go all the way. So
okay.
she was a stillborn,
Oh, wow.
and my son was a premature.
And he made it. He made it. He's still with us. That's amazing.
And he
Yeah.
was the one who helped fix my laptop.
Yeah. Well, he's he probably said, "Let's get Randy. Let's do it. Let's move it to another level. Come on, Mom, let me help you."
Yeah.
We can't let Randy dominate everything. Let's get you in there. Beauty and sound quality. Let's do it. Yeah.
I love you, Michael.
Thank you. I feel the same. Very much so. I feel it with everybody in our community right now. Even Captain Rehab. How are you? Do you want to read some of his ridiculous comments or should I?
He says, I understand sometimes the third leg can be an inconvenience. LOL. Joke. Hi, Elga.
Hi, Captain Rehab.
He says, I have no children that I know of.
Well, you know what's weird is one day he was on air and he's like a 30-year-old man. And I was like, is this Captain Rehab's grandson? And then I realized he was just using this random person's photo. And he was Captain Rehab. And we talked for a while. He's a cool guy. He's a very cool guy. We should have him up sometime. I think he's like an electrical engineer or some kind of something like that. I don't think that's quite right, but something like that. So a bit of schooling.
Helga said that when she was wearing the things. She said, I feel like an airplane pilot. So Captain Rehab says, can we get Helga to direct air traffic control?
Well, she is. She's directing the Spiritual Woo Woo Airlines. She's making sure that all people meet their destination tonight safely. That's right. No crashes tonight. And
No,
listen,
not at
even
all.
if there's spinach and the Power and Power Rangers, we're gonna make it. And a lack of sleep. I still don't quite understand the spinach thing, but it's okay. I'm old. That's what happens when you're old. You don't fully understand. You guys just appease me. I get it. I love this one image here. I think it's so beautiful. This is good because your computer's kind of holding the broadcast and my computer's kind of holding the images. This is actually a really good way to do this.
Does it work smoother for you doing the images like that?
Well, the images right now would take up a bit of bandwidth, right? Sorry, no, CPU usage, but it wouldn't affect yours. It's only affecting mine. So we're kind of holding the load together.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and we've got Helga holding the spiritual skies for us right now. So
Captain
Yeah.
Rehab says, I think we should drink White Claws with Michael, then make some English muffin pizzas when we get drunk and hungry.
This totally makes sense. It does, like in the strangest way. It really does. So tomorrow or at 12 o'clock, it is going to be my 100th show. Like
Wow.
100th day. Yeah. I'm way over 100 shows. How many shows do you think you've got under your belt now? Because there's some days you've done what, 2 or 3 shows, right?
Yeah. I've at least done 3 every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you just did those, this is my 34th day signed on. So
Yeah. How many views do you have total, Helga? Do you know? Because you get branched every time you're in a broadcast, and you've been in a lot of broadcasts. Like you've been in a slew of mine. You've been in some Randy's, other Vaughn now. We should invite Vaughn. Is that okay? Would
Yeah.
you?
Of course.
Do you want me to
Is he
invite him?
here?
sure.
Is he here? No. We
Not yet.
Yeah, you can just do it with your mind, can't you? You just tap your head like this. Yes, Vaughn, get up.
We can do it.
I bet you could.
We proved it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I'm gonna do. How about we do it the old-fashioned way? There he is.
You see? Yes.
Vaughn, we were just talking about you. I was about to invite you. And I made a joke and I started tapping my head and said, will he come? And she goes, yes, I can do it. Yes. Yeah, she did some rhythmic breathing. And the next thing she gave birth to you. There you are. We're going to invite you up. There you go. Hello, Vaughn.
Confirmation.
It is
Yeah.
confirmation, yes, of complete weirdness or synchronicities in the universe, one or the other. That was kind of fun. That's like a little parlor trick there that Chris Angel would do. I like that. Yeah.
We are here to demonstrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done this several times, me and Helga and Desiree. It's becoming a thing. Surround yourself with tacos, not negativity.
That's right. That's what we display here. I have to get some images of the Power Rangers before it's over too. We gotta make sure we get this right. And spinach. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. We're not half stepping it. No way. Absolutely.
He says he's got the new iOS. He doesn't know how to find the invite.
Oh, okay. Does he have to find the? Oh, there he is.
Here he comes.
There he is. My
He
baby.
was-
King of the world.
He is the king of the world, and he's also very humble.
Yeah, totally.
He's
Very
incredibly humble.
handsome.
Yeah, handsome
thank
and
you.
humble.
Oh, stop.
Ooh.
I'm
There he
cooking
is.
dinner, so I'm going to say a quick hello. I can't stay on too long, unfortunately.
That's fine.
How are you? How are you guys? This
You're-
new
you're-
iOS update is very strange.
Okay.
The setup is completely different as a viewer. It's really it's confusing. You don't see any.
It's supposed to be an improvement. So is it an improvement or is it just confusing?
Well, if there's no activity of your own, the comments disappear and the screen is black in the bottom. So there's no comments. You can't see comments rolling. And
Interesting.
the awards are not there.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard there's no awards yet, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So they're
And,
working on it, but I think it's more stable than it was.
It looks more like Periscope did with the bottom had the chat live and a send thing.
Yes.
It's much larger font, so it looks like it's going to be good. And they've been great, so I have no complaints. The connection today has been 3 times I had to. But that was the third crash for me today when you were in there.
Yeah, but you're not crashing here. You've got Helga's holding down everything right now. She's holding up the woo airlines.
She's
ready
for all of us.
Yeah, she's
How are you, Eric?
I'm doing really good. A lot better now that you're here, Vaughn. I got to ask you though. Did you feel anything before you came in? What prompted you to come in tonight? Oh man, I'm having deja vu right now. Never mind. Okay, keep going.
I just flipped my phone on and I said, "Oh, well, you look at that."
Well, I was making a joke, saying I'm just gonna invite him, and she goes, "No, he'll come." And I was about to write your name, and there you were, and we all howled and went.
I'm drawn to my sister from another mister.
Yeah.
You see?
Now, is this like a parlor trick? Like you were just waiting in the wings?
Yeah, bippity boppity boo.
She goes, "You just stay quiet in the back. Don't comment." Yeah. And the cues. Now there is the true king of the world right there.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's the king of my world.
Yeah, that is a beautiful dog.
And there's all the toys, and the other one's wrestling with something over there.
Oh,
Andy, what are you doing, baby?
So what are you making for dinner tonight, by the way?
Easy stuff, microwave stuff from Costco, and tater tots, because Jimmy crack corn. I don't care.
And I don't care. Is it for your beloved or is it just for you tonight?
For both. For both.
Oh, that's good.
He's inside working. It's tax season, so he works 7 days a week till all hours of the night.
Well, he's taking what they're giving because he's working for a living, right?
That's right. That's right. Daddy wants a new pair of shoes.
Yeah. That's funny because when we were kids, it used to be Johnny needs new shoes. Yeah. Back in the day, that was like a bad joke.
I get my own shoes.
Do you get your own shoes? Do you?
Yeah. Well, the cool thing is, and I'm actually not even really gay. I just didn't want to shop for clothes anymore. I found somebody with the exact same size feet and everything.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
No more. I haven't clothes shopped in 10 years.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
Doubled my wardrobe instantly.
Yes. 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 And Helga's not straight. Okay, but life goes on.
Yeah, it's all. Oh my God! It looks like he's wearing a suit, like it's ready for church.
That almost sounded like your bong. You got to hit the bowl. Boom. I actually hit the microphone there, and it sounded like his ball. I think the dog heard it. What the hell was that?
Yeah, he's looking around like what?
Now that
and I have my earphones in. Yeah, he just looked around. You know what? I have it. I have a wind chime outside that's really, the massive, whatever those things are called, and it sounds just like that ball.
Oh wow!
Now you're currently on your phone, right?
Yeah. I'm on the iPhone 11 right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it clear?
It's good. It's good. Yeah. Clearly you were lying earlier, but life goes on. I think there's more to that relationship than free shoes. But
yeah, well, it's
there you go.
yeah, anybody who could put up with me for 21 years and not choke me in the middle of the night or snuff me out with some kind of antifreeze, he's got to be all right.
Do you agree with that, Eric? There, do you see that there?
Peace does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart.
Doesn't that sound like Helga? That sounds like Helga to me. That's very Helga.
It really does.
Yeah, except she would be, I see you. That would be all it is. But that's the same energy, I think.
Hello, Desiree. Love you.
Oh, is she here?
Well, she's on Facebook.
She's on Facebook. It's hard to leave from Facebook into this room.
Hi, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So if you call Vaughn baby and you call Desiree baby,
I have many children.
Which baby do you love most? That's what I want to know. That's.
Is that
Look at Vaughn. He goes,
question?
Vaughn was like, I already know. Don't you even go there.
Listen,
I'm the king of the world.
He loves us
I
in
have
our
4
own way.
sons here, so I prefer a daughter first now,
Ooh.
and then 4.
Wow, talk about being struck down.
But you're
but
still one of
I'm
my.
gay. I'm gay, so I'm halfway there.
No. You just told us you're in for the shoes. Which one is it?
Yeah, so to speak.
Free shoes, man. Everybody's got to find their way.
Yeah. I was like, oh, hi, what's your name? Here, let me just measure your inseam. Yep. Size 11. All right, I'm in.
Well, thank God it's not the pants, because if you gain any weight, you'd have to change all the time.
No, I have my big, thick German ass. My big, thick legs. So the pants. No, I fit my own pants.
Yeah.
My fat German ass.
Is that a German thing? Is it?
Yeah, we tend to be big bone, big thick people.
Yeah, see, because my name is Bathurst, and Bathurst is really Bat, which is German, and Hurst, which is English. And it was a formulation of 2 names, and the English couldn't stand it. So they started calling it Bathurst instead of Bathurst. Yes.
Yeah.
And I happen to have those thick legs and big ass as well. So I was just wondering where I got it from. But I'm not looking to have free shoes. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, it does save us a lot of closet space. We have 1 closet. So we don't need a lot of closets.
What has been the hardest part for you guys so far with the lockdown? What has been the hardest part?
Who are you asking?
All of you.
Eric? Okay.
All of you. Whoever wants to answer it.
It hasn't been hard for me just because I've been in this boat for like 10 years of isolation.
Explain your isolation, if you don't mind, if it's okay.
Yeah. In 2008, I was granted a disability. And in 2012, I had to stop going outside because my hips would just hurt after standing up for too long. And so that's when I started meditating and started getting divine guidance to heal myself. And 2020 was the first year that I was able to go outside for more than 15 minutes and stand on my own without recovering for a couple weeks. And now I'm going on 2-mile walks and things like that. So it's awesome. A big transition.
So were you in like an accident or something? Like what happened?
I was in an accident, but I also was diagnosed with a lot of diseases that don't have cures to them. One of them is one that just deteriorates your muscles, and another one was two of the worst forms of arthritis: ankylosing spondylitis and psoriatic arthritis.
I had to mute Vaughn. He was smashing and crashing everything there for a second. Are you good again? Tell me when you're done murdering your countertop.
No. Keep it muted. I'm moving stuff around. I'm cooking.
Are you
dinner,
okay?
sorry.
Are you saying impure thoughts? Okay, all right. There you go.
Oh, I love the lights out there. Is that a deck out there behind you?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Kieran, what's he's pointing to the window? There you go. It's just you right now. See, look how clear it is. Nothing's crashing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on my phone. I usually broadcast from my Mac computer.
Oh,
That's the bar where I usually broadcast. I usually sit
yes.
behind the.
Okay, I was wondering. Yeah.
Yes.
Can't wait to see that. It's an outdoor enclosed porch that I turned into a bar because we're a bunch of alcoholics.
I've seen different. I've seen different versions of you at that bar.
Yeah.
I've seen I've seen a very chemically induced person there occasionally.
Liquefied, yeah.
Good to
Liquefied.
see you, Brandy King.
Yeah, see this, and this is a monitor for my computer. This is the bar.
She says that's the bar where the magic happens.
I'm steam cleaning, but this is where all the magic happens.
So, how long ago did you build that bar?
I just recently expanded it, so it's some unfinished construction that I started last fall.
Mm-hmm.
It's been progressive. It's been expanded like 4 times since about 2012. I enclosed it.
Yeah.
So Vaughn, myself, so
I have a goal. I have a goal for us, you and I. Okay. The goal is this. And everybody in the room and everybody who watches the replay, we've got to get Eric and Helga VIP. We got to get it where they're being sponsored.
And Des too.
And Des too. Who's Des? I think she's on Facebook. She's on Facebook, isn't she?
Yeah.
She doesn't do habs, I don't think. There's this woman that is purple and fades in and out and looks like an alien sometimes. Yeah, yeah. No, but if we can first get either Eric or Helga going, or Des, but just get them VIP and
first, please.
Okay, there's the Skywalker, the Woo Airlines director has decided what the universe is going to do, just as it brought up Vaughn magically from the background. I'm still wondering if you guys are in cahoots. She's probably texting him going, just pretend, stay in the
No,
back.
not at all. I was sitting here preparing dinner.
It was weird. It was within seconds of me saying
weird.
it. And I started tapping my head like this. It will happen. It will happen. And it did.
Well,
and we all
I did get a notification that you went live, and I saw that on my screen. And I saw actually Eric went live, and then that you went on. And then Helga.
Yes.
So I did, to be fair, I did see that you guys were live.
So you were mentioning to me earlier today about the connection you felt with Helga. You were
instant, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have that with her, where they'll meet her and they have a kind of an oh look at that. Wow, he's a handsome guy. Look at that. You make good looking children. All right, ladies of the world.
Of course.
Be careful. Oh. How you doing, sir? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm doing fine. How are you?
Very good. We're seeing one of your eyeballs right now. Now we're seeing half your nose. Half your nose. Now you're a bit. There we go. We're seeing it now.
I
Yes.
know.
How old are you, sir?
You can guess how old I am.
Well,
23.
I guessed your mom was 22, so the math didn't work out. Yeah.
I am 24.
Wow.
24. Good deal.
That's a glorious time. I remember 24 very well. It was that was a time of decadence. It really was. I hope you don't go down my path at all.
I don't know how I made it through my 20s alive
Yeah.
in New York City. I have no idea.
So can your mom be tough? Is she strict at times?
She can be. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She can't hear.
I love that you set her up with the headset because she needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell her that
Mhm.
the headset and what's the name, camera,
Mhm.
will be delivered tomorrow. That's the reason why
wow.
I'm here right now. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So, and you kind of have a background in this where you knew what would work and what wouldn't. Is she going to have the same headset you're using right now or a different one?
Yeah. It's actually my gaming headset. And
Yeah.
it's,
What is the brand? Because we're always looking for people, like in the sense who want to get. And is it expensive? Non-expensive? Because it sounds great.
Good morning,
no,
Tiara.
Trustmaster, and it's $40.
That's
Euros.
that's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
So I
what
wonder
was the
what-
name again?
Trustmaster.
Trust Master.
Yes. That sounds like your mom, the trust master. That's her.
No,
that,
Nee, wat zegt hij dan? Wat zegt hij?
De Trustmaster
Ja.
klinkt als u.
Oh god.
De Trustmaster.
Ja, weet je.
we always trust that we're in good hands with her. That's why we trust her wisdom.
We
Yes.
kunnen
Well, thank
altijd
you for
vertrouwen
helping.
dat we in goede handen zijn bij u. No problem.
I
No
appreciate it. Now, what kind of camera are you using right now? Is she
Right
on her
now-
computer? Yeah.
I'm not sure because it's from the laptop.
Oh, okay. So
But-
she's just using her laptop camera. But
Yeah.
did you get her a laptop camera, or is she just going to use her laptop?
She can use a laptop camera right
Yeah.
now, but tomorrow the camera will be delivered. The
And what-
Logitech C920 or something.
920, yeah, that's a great game. So she's going for a profesh. Well done.
That's the same one I have, the 920.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what I got too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you can't go wrong with that. That's one of the most stable ones to use. It's good quality. The other thing people don't realize is on Haps it doesn't broadcast any more than 720 anyways. Did you guys know that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Where if you go on Twitch, our broadcasts are crystal clear. If you cast it, I've watched them and go, whoa, that's like another level. And they're not glitchy. There's no hiccups, unless it's Vaughn's broadcast, and then you're stranded and can't get in and can't get. God, that was funny. That's the first broadcast I've ever been in where the person who was running the broadcast was not in the broadcast.
It was so bizarre, and it was all blurred out, so I couldn't even deal. I couldn't even access the controls.
That happened to me once. Yeah, it all blacked out, and I had to shut the whole computer down to even get out.
Tara, how are you? How are you? Have you ever had her up, guys?
No.
Once, yeah.
Once? Yeah. I find sometimes the reception for her isn't so good. They're usually brief. I don't know Brandy King. Is that a friend of yours, Vaughn?
I don't recognize it. No. I don't recognize the name now.
Does anybody else know Brandy King?
No, I just subscribed to her a few minutes ago.
I'm going to subscribe to her as well. There you go. Are you new to Haps? Is this like one of your first days? Brandy?
You know,
What's
one
she
thing
saying?
I'm seeing is because I'm on my iPhone. When I, you know, usually when you click on somebody's comment, you can hit reply or
Yeah.
subscribe to user or see their profile. None of those options are there now. It's only reply, unsubscribe, or block.
Yeah, because right now it says Vaughn scopes normally land people on the floor looking up for the camera. Hee hee.
She
So
says
she
she's
clearly knows you.
That's Brandy, and I can now her picture's showing. Hello, Brandy. Oh, that's she's in Toronto by you.
No way. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Hello, Brandy. How are you, honey?
Well,
Yeah.
Brandy, it's nice to meet you. I'm also from Toronto. I live in the Summerhill area, just off of.
She's referring to when we had a blab when we were on blab a lot, which was often. All of us were on the floor. I think it was on Cinco de Mayo. So we had like Mexican blankets wrapped around our head, and we were literally on the floor broadcasting from the floor. It was some, I forget what the stupid reason was, but that's what she's talking about. We used to have so much fun on there.
So, Eric, we have been on a total of 36 minutes. We are currently at, I think, about 150 views or something like that. So we're on pace.
159. And I noticed that since I posted it prior to getting on, we came in with like 69. I didn't know that it
and
transfers the numbers that people
do you know
look
the
at
meaning of that number, sir?
69.
I know Vaughn
Yes.
does. I know Vaughn does. Do you know the number 69? Vaughn, do you have any reference to that number? I know Bryan Adams did a song about it.
Perhaps.
The summer of 69. Yeah. Helga's like going, behave.
I don't want to get you banned.
Takara.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Hello, honey. How are you, Takara?
Good to have you in the house.
Playing that game
Hello,
last week.
Takara.
So sweet. It's good.
She is very sweet. She is very sweet. Yeah.
Great smile.
Yeah, beautiful smile.
I would say in this community now, though, there's a good 200-300 people who come into your broadcast all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that, Eric? You're starting to get a real nucleus of family that get excited to see your broadcast.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I could never dreamed of it. So,
and it's funny because sometimes in the morning, you guys are sleeping, and they'll bring up Helga, and they'll bring up you, and I'm just like, okay, let's talk about him.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's funny because there's starting to be an association of certain individuals, right? And I had Vaughn one morning actually in the broadcast.
Yeah, which was a surprise. I'm usually not up that early, but now I've been motivated to try to get up early because I'd like to catch his broadcast live.
Yeah.
So thank you, Brandy Lester, for the One Love Award. You just received $1, my friend.
Thank you, Brandy.
Yes.
And Brenda Gale says it's Pisces. What's Pisces? I'm a Pisces. Oh, you were talking about the 69. I get you now. I think. Is that what you were referring to?
Dina D, how are you today?
Dina.
Dina, did you have a headache recently? Oh, wait.
It's my son. Sorry, it's my son, Takara.
Okay, we can hear the repeat in the background there. It's okay. Thank you, dear. Yes. That's okay. It's not a big deal.
It wasn't bad.
Every time we have Edward in, it always starts that way.
Yeah.
Every time I have to tell him, turn down your phone.
Yeah. And what's that one's name again? I forget.
This is Annie.
Annie.
Yeah, she's my baby. You are. She's my baby.
She's
She's
like,
so
you
cute.
know it. You
That's
miss him
right.
loving.
She's like, say my name.
Say my name, say my name.
Look at
Oh, wow. How old is that dog?
I think she's gonna be five. Probably five. Gonna be 6 this year, I think. Yeah. The other one's a year younger. So.
I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm just going to get a drink. One sec.
Okay.
I take my.
Yeah, it's
vitamins,
about
too.
the same age as my Bella. I think she's 6 this year.
Oh yeah. I just found a video of her when she was a puppy a little while ago. She's so cute. I can't even stand it.
How much does she weigh right now?
15 pounds.
Okay. Bella's
I weigh
about
her every
10
couple weeks.
pounds. She's a miniature schnauzer, but she was the runt of the litter, so she's little one.
Yes, Ming is 11, 11.5, 11.8 is around there. And yeah, he's on the hunt looking for his toy, his favorite toy of the moment. Where's your fish?
Now, where'd you come up with
Constantly.
that name, Ming?
He was a rescue, and that was the name he had.
Oh, okay.
And he's a Chinese breed, so I guess they did it, to be funny.
Yeah. I always think of Flash Gordon, Ming the Conqueror.
Yeah. I usually give my dogs human names. Roger. Just because.
Because you talk to him like a human.
Yeah. I want to name him Stanley, Arthur, something stupid. Just unusual, just because. And he looks like a Stanley. He's a big dummy. He's a big doot. He's like running around circles for no reason.
Pisces takes on all the other signs to help. Yeah, they do, don't they? Takara.
Seems like that's what you're doing lately.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. In a good way,
Yeah.
Finding a purpose and putting it to good use. I'm taking my vitamins. Excuse the noise.
Oh, you're fine. Would you want to come up, Takara? Are you available?
I'm gonna have to drop out to go eat dinner.
Okay, well, have a good dinner, Vaughn. Thanks so much for stepping in.
Thanks
It's good
for
to see
having me.
you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Appetit, my
Bon
brother.
appetit. Yeah, that's right. Sister from another mister.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you
guys.
too, Vaughn.
Bye, Takara. Say goodbye to Michael when he comes back. Please, I'll try to pop back in after we're done.
Okay.
Bye, Dina. Bye, Brenda. Let's see who else is here. Takara, sweetheart. Okay, toodaloo. I'll talk to you guys later.
The Dreamers, says Brenda Gale. Yes, the Dreamers. And that's interesting that you bring that up, because that's something that we were talking about on my last broadcast, how as a young man, I was kind of almost chastised in a way. I was called a dreamer. I'd make nothing of myself, but I have all these prophetic dreams about people I'm meeting on Chaps. So, Chaps. All you good chaps have been seeing in my dreams for a long time. I'm just chilling in the comments, already in my pajamas. Thank you. Good deal. Yes, the comfy pajamas. Yes, Brenda, the Pisces are quite the psychic ones, aren't we?
You're talking about your pajamas? What?
Yes, Takara says that she
Okay.
was in her PJs.
Mm-hmm.
She's not as brave as Helga to get up here in her PJs.
Yeah, that was amazing. I think that that took us into a whole new realm. She was exhausted in her PJs, not caring. I even said to her, "Are you sure you want to come up?" I have nothing to hide. Oh, we can't hear you, dear.
Yeah, well, you know what it is, Michael?
What?
I'm used to be connected with my soul family,
Mm-hmm.
and we can do. We are free together,
Yeah.
so
But you realize
it's
your soul
normal for
family is
me.
growing. Your soul family is growing every day, though. So what are you going to do when
Yeah,
your
I
soul
know.
family is like 30,000 people,
I won't
right?
change.
You won't
Why should
change.
I change?
You'll just be naked under the sheets there and pray you don't have to
Well,
get up to go to the bathroom. Is that what you're saying? She's not going to say.
okay. No, I've decided not to come on camera when I'm in bed.
Because once it gets warm there, you're not going to be wearing PJs, are you?
Another subject, please.
Another subject.
This is too private.
Next question, please. Next question. Thank you. We'll head to the next one. Yes.
Hey, John.
Well, here we'll go. Here's what I suggest. We'll go to this instead. There we go.
Yes.
Do you want to read that, Eric? Now that we've gone past the pajamas. There we go.
Sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. Wow. That's pretty deep right there.
Yes.
I think us meeting each other was a small step.
But it was one of the biggest steps in my life too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was a powerful. I remember the first time I met you was in Rick's room, right?
Yeah.
It was Rick's room, I think, or was it your room and Rick was there? I don't know, but
No, it was Rick's room, but Spirit had told me the week before because I had met Colin. He had mentioned you. I'd seen you once or twice.
Yes.
And on one of your broadcasts, and then Spirit was like, he's going to come visit you, but it won't be in your broadcast. It'll be one of your friends' broadcasts. And so Rick was getting ready to hang up the headphones that night, and you came in the room, and I was like, hey, there's Michael. And he was like, who's Michael? I was like, well, let's just let you find out.
I love this new format that we've been doing, where we've got you doing the broadcast, we've got me in the wings doing the photos, we've got Helga holding the spiritual sky, and as long as we don't talk about pajamas, everything is good.
It's golden.
It's golden. It's golden. It's a golden time. Did you want to read? Here, I'll put it up. Well, I should ask first. That message that you put up, the one. Do you want to read that, or
sure,
later?
You might have to make it big so I can. It's a little tight, but yeah, I'll read that.
Okay.
Colin.
Colin. Oh, look at that, Colin. She summoned you with her mind, or was that all the pajama talk? We don't know.
I invited you up, Colin.
Michael.
Only Colin knows. Only Colin.
If you're not available, I won't take any offense to it, but
we will all take offense to it. Great offense, if you know. There you go. Oh, you're right. Good luck reading that. Okay. Oh God, yeah, that's not. Can you actually read that?
Yeah, yes. I just had to lean forward, but can you hear me all right?
We can hear you.
Remember, you promised yourself this year would be different. No matter what happened around you, everything within you is still primed for manifestation. You made yourself a few promises. Adjust that energy. Evaluate your resources. Rest a bit. Then level up on the same energy you had at the turn of the year. Focus on all the things that are going right, and you will shift your perception from limitations to expansion. It's all there. It's all here for you. Nothing but space and opportunity. And this
beautiful.
comes from one of our soul sisters. She posts these things every day.
Yes.
And for the last 3 months,
on
every
Facebook.
day I read them. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing that Spirit's been talking to me about, and then here it is in black and white right in front of my eyes. So I started sharing them on Haps now, because they're kind of like what Michael just said. They're little steps, but they're very profound. It's kind of like what I was just talking about with Michael. I got information that he would come into this stream, but it wouldn't be my stream. And then the next week he comes into Rick's stream, and I'm like, oh, it's happening just as Spirit said it would. So very
Yeah.
profound.
But the other thing we should, and I think we all agree with this, is that if you are drawn to this type of broadcast, not just this one, but this format, right? There is probably a reason. There's probably some form of awakening going on within you. And there's maybe a new part of you that's the seeker, that is trying to figure out maybe a few things in your path. Now, someone like Helga is definitely down the woo path a little farther than the average person. So, but, that is just, I think with her practice, she's been doing this for a very long time. And she is now, I would say, ascended to different levels. And it's okay. Whatever level you're at, that's where you're at this moment. And, the teacher will appear. I think we talked about that in another broadcast.
Yeah. That was actually something that she spoke to me the first time we talked. And just for y'all to know, I mean, it doesn't even have to take that long. Helga and I met in November of last year on 11/11.
Oh, wow.
And it literally feels like we've known each other our whole life. She's had dreams of me, I've had dreams of her, visions, all this stuff. But the advancement, the evolution in the last 5 months has been like just mind expanding. I'm not going to say mind blowing. I'm going to choose my words wisely.
Okay. And why is that?
Because our words dictate, they're like spells. That's why they call it spelling. So when we speak certain words, if I catch myself all the time, I might say something and I'll be like, ooh, I need to reframe that, because the way I said it is going to manifest something that I'm not going to probably want to manifest.
So what you're saying is words hold power. So be very careful of the words you use, because you could harm the people you cherish most in this life.
Yes.
Brandy Lester is here as well. Does anybody know Brandy?
Yeah, she's the one that posts those source messages.
Oh, no way. Is she on Haps? Let's get her up. Let's get her. Can you, Brandy, you want to come?
Are you okay to come up?
I would love to meet you, Brandy. If that's okay with you. If you don't want to do that, that's cool too. And we'll talk this way until you're comfortable. Not everybody is open to having their expression out there. Not everybody's willing to lie in their bed in the wee hours of the night and talk about Power Rangers, and like it's different. It's a different world today than it was yesterday. Do you want me to read this, or do you want to read that, sir? You might be able to see it a little better than me.
Okay. You are a powerful source of divine energy. Never stop seeing life as constant miracles unfolding in your direction. You are directed and protected by the greatest source of healing and hope. The last part is kind of all lit up.
In the universe.
In the universe.
In the universe. And Shout MGB is a hashtag that I've used for years. And anytime I wrote something, I always put it under Shout MGB. And to me, that is so the essence of Eric, right? You are a powerful source of divine energy. Never stop seeing life as constant miracles unfolding in your direction. You are directed and protected by the greatest sources of healing and hope in the universe. And everyone right now is awakening. And I was using that right now because in that is, I think, a great form of energy, positive energy.
Yeah, and I like how it complements the name of the broadcast. You know, Friday Night Lights. Like I asked Michael at the beginning of the broadcast, what do you think of when you read that? And he was like, football. But we are the lights, and now is the time to shine. And so, yeah, that one, and you had another one that you posted up that really talked about the inner light within us. Thank you for all of those. They're all great.
Brandy, I really appreciate your work and keep doing what you're doing because we need more people like yourself out there who are spreading the word. Imagine if we had 1 million strong that were writing beautiful things that are connecting with the collective. That would really help. So anybody who feels inspired to write or broadcast, or it's 222 right now in the sense of the number I'm seeing up there. I think that's a formulation of the hearts and the thumbs up and everything.
Yeah,
It's a collective number, but 222 is that a unique number in the sense, because I see 222 quite a bit.
Yeah, so do I. It adds up to 6.
Okay.
Which is the unseen. You know, like the guys in the army, like, you got my 6. Why do they say that? Because they don't have eyes in the back of their head. But if you have a spiritual awareness, you can see the unseen through different forms. And so that particular 6 is made up of 2, 2, and 2. And 2, I've come to understand, is the higher perspective. So if you have the 0 is the feminine, the 1 is the masculine, they could be in opposition. They could fight. But if you have the 2 up here looking down, you get a better perspective and you're not like on the battlefield, so to speak. And so Bruce Lee always used to say whenever he was in a conflict with someone, he would envision himself above so he would have a better perspective, and you can see things that you can't see when you're right in front of someone.
So I don't know if you have felt this, but in the world right now, part of the reason I broadcast so much this week is I feel when there's darkness in the universe that you have to continue to shine light. You can't summon to the directed propaganda. I really feel like Helga wants to say something. Go ahead, hon. No? No? Just, okay. If you do, just put your hand up like you usually do. I love when she does that. When she feels inspired, she puts her hand up. I know it's time. This one here, I think I wrote on a very dark day in my life, but I think it kind of applies to what's going on right now. I'll just put it up here. Can you read that? Is it too small?
Yeah, I can't make that one out. You might have to do that one.
Okay, let me see what I can do here. I can make my screen a little bigger so I can see it. Okay, here we go. Let your love flow freely without fear or regret today. Be careful of the words you speak when you're angry. You could hurt the people who open your heart to healing. Love yourself without constantly judging every move you make in the future. Choose to see the light even when your world seems cold and dark.
That was a good one.
And I kind of felt a little overwhelmed this week. Just for a couple of days, but I also felt incredible waves of awakening. Like, I swear the light codes were being activated inside me.
Yeah.
And I really felt a sense of safety I've not felt maybe ever.
Nice.
This week. So it was beautiful. I'm just wondering if Helga had felt a form of safety or knowing this week.
You know, when you know all the time. And
So you're saying you feel this all the time, this knowing. Is that what you're saying?
I know from the moment I start to know, there's nothing that is in the way that can take that knowing away. So it doesn't matter what happened. I know.
Yeah. And what a gift that is to have, right? Like if you could give that knowing to mankind, how beautiful this world would be.
That is what I would love to leave behind when
Your
it's my
legacy.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of what's been happening in the last 2 weeks, actually, with her and I. You
Right.
know, I've been having these dreams, and I've been seeing her and you and other people that I've seen in my dreams before. And I'm like what you're saying, Michael. I want other people to experience that. And so the other week, I was going to go on a walk to nature, and I messaged Helga. I was like, "Well, when I get back, we'll contact each other." And then when I contacted her, she said, "Eric, I need to ask you a question." I said, "Okay." She said, "When you went on your walk, were there a place where there was lots of leaves?" And I was like, "Yes." And she said, "Did you feel?" Well, actually, first she asked if I felt a presence,
Mm-hmm.
and then she told me about the leaves. And so I just made a video the other day of where I was when I felt her presence, and that way she'll get to see it. But then 2 days ago, the night before I made that video, or the night that I made that video, she had a dream of a feather.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next night on my broadcast, I was talking about it, and she ended up asking me or telling me about this dream. And I was like, well, wait a minute, let me go on my back porch and let me get this feather. And I pull it out. She was like, oh my God, that's the feather that I saw in my dream. So now, not only have my dreams been coming true by seeing people that I've seen in my dreams, now she's doing the things that she's wanted to do all of her life that she saw me doing.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's been like that's that knowing. Once she has that knowing, you can't take that away. You could read it in a book and somebody can say, oh, that's fake. And you can't. But once you've had the experience, you can't take that away. It's just like your dreams, you know, having all these mind expanding colors and feelings and just being so high on spirit. It's like,
Mm-hmm. You know, I think sometimes when people won't come into your world, you have to bring them into your world. And I was just thinking, if we were to do that, let's say we were to manifest a picture of someone we care about, and we were to put them on the screen, it may motivate them to come up into the broadcast. And I'm just hoping that with the power of Helga and the power of Eric, if we were to put this picture up, we may, if anybody knows this person, we have seen this person somewhere. They're usually
Oh.
pixelated on our screen, but this is what we believe she looks like. So if you've seen her and you know her name, please invite her. I believe she has gifts. It's just a feeling. I could be wrong, but there you go. Yeah, it's almost like she's here with us, right? I was thinking if we had a picture of her when the times when she was pixelated, she could still be here, right? We wouldn't
yeah.
have to see the endless flow of purple. Can you hit the bowl for us there, sir? Hit the bowl.
Where'd my gong go? There, my
Yeah,
mat.
yeah. Get it on, bang a gong. Desiree. Desiree. I think I know the name. Desiree. Yeah, are you guys into doing honestly a serious, just for a second, mantra with me? You guys open?
Yeah.
I've done it with you guys before. Okay, so all right. And anybody who's in the room or anybody who's on the replay, especially Brandy or my new friend here, I'm going to get rid of the Haps is love. Haps is love. I feel like Desiree is now with us. There she is, even though she's not with us. And if she's in the comments, no,
She's in the spirit chat in the in 5D club where we all met.
beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to do, here's how it's going to go so everybody knows. I'm going to say, I am divine perfection in motion. I'm going to say it 3 times. And then at the end, I'm going to say, I love you 3 times. You guys can say along with me if you wish. You can say it in your mind. You can bring up a book and write in it randomly. What are you doing, Eric?
I was writing down what you're going to say. I am divine. What?
I am divine in motion.
Perfection in motion.
Yes.
3
Nice.
times.
I like that. I just like to write little things down that
Mhm.
we do on the broadcast every once in a while. Like I'll write the time, or I'll write the 11:11s and stuff. So I just can
Okay.
reference back and say, oh, that night we did this.
And the other one that you may know is I love you. I think you may have said that before. I think I've heard that uttered from your lips a few times. Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
We
Hold
ready?
on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Can you put it in the
Oh.
comments, please?
Sure.
That is what Colin asked.
Colin, I have a question for you, Colin. Why are you not up here with us? Why are you?
I think his tea is he doesn't have his tea.
He doesn't have his tea. Without his tea, he cannot be. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
the?
did send you an invite, Colin. If you want to get up with no camera, that's fine.
Yes.
Your voice is always welcome.
He yanked on his cord one too many times and pulled the USB part off of his camera. No joke.
No.
Yes.
There he
Yes.
is.
There he is. He's making me type this. Okay, there you go. We're going to say that 3 times, and I will put it in the comics for anybody who wants to see it. There you go. So we are going to say, is Colin here as well? Colin? No? Maybe? Creative Comforts Consultant. All right. We're ready, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to kind of get in state here for a second. Just, I can already feel it. I am divine.
Divine.
Perfection.
Perfection.
In motion.
In motion.
In motion.
I am divine.
Divine.
Perfection.
Perfection.
In motion.
In motion.
I am divine.
Divine.
Perfection.
Perfection.
In motion.
In motion.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love
I
you.
love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Wow. Whew. Okay. I felt that. I don't know if anybody else felt that,
Yes,
but
definitely.
yeah, that was beautiful. So what I suggest to you is if you're ever having a really rough day or you want to start your day, oh man, I'm buzzing. I am buzzing. Can you, are you feeling that as well, guys? Wow.
Yeah.
That was intense. If you're having a bad day, look in the mirror and say that, and look right in your eyes. And especially when you do the I love yous, because we don't say that to ourselves enough. Brandy, did you feel that, Brandy? I see a little heart there. She's got a little heart going on there, which is good. And Desiree, I hope you felt it too.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
She should. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I would say the same.
Colin, are you there?
Yes, Michael.
How are you? How are you, sir?
Technology is not with me today, unfortunately.
No? Where is technology?
Technology is AWOL. It is absent without leave.
Okay.
Much as my income. You said something this morning about, is this one of my businesses? And I said, yes. And I'm thinking, no, this isn't one of my businesses. It's a format that I use when I'm working with people. But unfortunately, at this stage in the game, I am on my arse. I've got nothing coming in. I'm not ashamed to admit that. It is what it is.
Okay. But this too is a
But yeah, what I'm
temporary
working
condition.
on. Yes,
It's a
yes,
temporary condition, right?
onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards.
Yeah. Yeah. Every day. Did you feel that, Colin, at all? Is there any way you can turn your mic up just ever so slightly?
Let me try something.
That's good.
1, 2,
Whatever
3,
you're
4,
doing
5.
there.
Is that better? 1, 2,
It's a
3.
little better. Yeah, a little better. Yeah. I don't know how you adjust your volume on yours, but I find mine tends to run really loud. I don't know
I
if you
think
guys.
when I pulled the camera, tried to put the camera in this morning and short circuited the USB thing, I think it shafted my audio into the bargain. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. It's kind of the space you're in right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 11111. Look, guys.
Yes.
111. It's gonna come 11111 right now.
No.
Bam. Look at that right there. Helga, are you singing to yourself? Could you be loved?
Eric,
Let me
02,
love. Or were you
09,
singing? Everything's gonna be
02.
all right.
No.
Everything's gonna be all right. No,
It's
no.
11 here on my time. 090.
Yeah.
No. 0209.
So 11. It's 9:09 here.
So, Brandy, did you feel that? Did you jump in with us as well? Did anybody else feel that? Anybody who does that later in the broadcast, just write down if you felt anything, because wow, I felt like that was really powerful for me. So thank you. I know who had something to do with that. I think it's a person who has a headset and a man with a large beard and
You
a bowl.
spoke it, Michael. The words
Yes.
came out of your mouth. It
Right,
is
but
your vibration that
yes,
triggered our vibration. And
right. But it
together,
was like a band. It was like
it
a
was
band.
a bomb.
A bomb. Yes, I like that. Say it again. The bomb. We should have that on repeat. The bomb.
The bomb.
Yeah. The bomb diddy bomb. Yeah.
So
You know why?
Let me
Do you
ask
know
you
why? Because we
go ahead.
got the power. Yeah.
So let me ask you a serious question, though. So as far as the telepathy, I know we were joking with Vaughn and everything, but like the other night, Helga and I sat there on Facebook Messenger, and she said, "Okay, Eric, we need to get Des on here." And
Yes.
she said, "Let's do it, because we've done it to you. Now let's us do it to her." I said, "Okay," and we sat there for less than 10 seconds. And I mean, I could feel the whole front lobe of my brain activating, and the pineal gland, the third eye, was just throbbing. And within seconds, Desiree showed up in our conversation. She said, "I don't know. I just felt like Eric was calling my name, and then Helga too." And I was like, "No, I don't need to talk to them." And then she picked it up, and there we were. So it's happening more for us. And so, like we've been talking, when these people are open, it will start happening. So is that something that you would want to experience in this lifetime, Michael?
I don't know. I don't know what's coming down the pipe for me. I think I put my toe in the pond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm ready to swim in the Helga Sea. It might be too much for me. But what
That's fair enough. I was curious, because I don't like to push anything on people. I'm like you. You check with people, and you're like,
you have to respect people's boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Helga liked my analogy. I can tell.
What I
Yeah.
could hear on my end was me and him were speaking at the
Yeah.
same time, and Helga and Eric were after.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
thank you,
Well,
Brandy.
what's weird is when I was doing it, I could actually hear more than you two. It was almost like I could hear other people saying it as well.
Yeah.
It was like the collective. It wasn't just us, Helga. It was the people that aren't even in the chat. There were people doing it that were just watching, who are too shy to come into the chat. And I could, even as I say it, I feel my heart open as I talk about it. And those are the people we really want to reach, are the ones that, this is too woo for them, but they're fascinated,
This is a part of themselves that they don't recognize, or they are not ready to experience yet.
Yes. This is technically right now Eric's gig. Like, this is his broadcast. I have a dear friend named Donna. I don't know if you've seen me broadcast with her, but she has a book that's out, and I was hoping, if it was okay with you, we could just put it up here for a second and just tell people. I love to promote other people that are doing spiritual arts, so I'm just going to put it up here for a second. And here we go. And you can purchase this on Amazon. And Donna is a wonderful person who is on HAPS. And she broadcasts at 7 o'clock in the morning. And is usually, it doesn't matter if it's raining or it's windy. She's out by the beach doing her thing. And she's been doing that for 6 years. So as far as I'm concerned, she has gained my respect, because we in this room right now have only really been doing this kind of full time, I would say the last, 60 to 90 days. And we at times feel how taxing this is. So I can't imagine 6 years of forcing yourself to get up and go to the beach, and do prayer when you don't want to do it. And I bet you there was many a day that she was kind of like, nah. But I think she doesn't like to let anybody down. And this is a very personal book about her life, some of the mistakes she's made. And it's raw. It's a very raw book. So I highly recommend it. It's a good read, especially for someone who is kind of trying to find their way. There we go. We're back. And I'll just, I like that Desiree's here with us, even though she refuses to come up. This is good. I wonder if she's seeing this. What is she doing tonight? Is she just resting?
Yeah, she said she was going to take it easy. The energies this week have been, and then from what Brandy said, she looks like she's over in the spirit chat in 5D, which Gabby was on today, and she's been doing a lot of things on there. So I think she wanted to go spend some time over there and spread the love.
And you know what? I get that. I totally understand that, because I think when you guys do what you do, it's nice to be around like-minded people, right? And there's no judgment, and you can raise the vibration, kind of like we did in that little mantra that we did. And I think you have to be careful too, though, that if you don't share your gifts, you're not going to reach the people that need to be reached. But you also have to kind of find. Go ahead, Helga.
We have to take the pressure off, because for Des is very sensitive.
Okay.
High sensitive.
Yes, like high sensitivity. You mean?
And way beyond that, because the work she is doing for humanity
Mm-hmm.
is huge.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
Well,
You can't imagine.
I am amazed at how spot on she is when she does readings, to the point sometimes where it's slightly violating, which is good. Colin, are you
She's
there? Are you there still?
I'd like to think that I'm still here, just lurking in the background.
Okay. Have you ever had a reading from Desiree?
I can't say as I've had one up to this point in time.
You
Not that
should,
I'm not
man.
open to it. I will do. I will.
I think she could really give you some clarity, even if you did it off air, so it wasn't so personal. Like, you know what I mean? Because I know you're a private person.
Yeah, clarity. Yeah, I try to be. Clarity would be gratefully received at this point in time. Things are going to hell in a handcart, as they say. So, yes, ready to turn the corner.
Eric can
Interesting.
do it too.
Brandy, can you like it? Is anybody welcome in these 5D things? What is it? You have to be invited? Is it like
It's free.
is there a link for this if someone's interested?
Let me find
Yeah,
it.
I'm asking Brandy here too as well because she's in the back.
Is she still there?
Well, I'm just going to make a cup of tea, so I shall return.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. Helga, Michael,
Yes.
hold down the
Yes.
fort.
Yeah, well, we'll hold down the fort for you here. We'll even let you have some privacy while you do that.
I will have to give
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are we open to maybe reading something different here? Is that okay?
Can you read the message that Randy?
Sure, I will for you. No problem. Which one do you want? Do you want all of them? The first one is we have a full moon on March 28th, so the energy is high. Totally agree. I popped into the 3D. There was nothing much. There was nothing much I needed to hear in there tonight.
Okay.
I will have to give you a reading. I think she's trying to say I don't even need to use cards.
That's true.
And the group I think is invite only. That's what she was saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, and that makes sense because you don't want like that would be troll heaven if you just let they would be coming in and doing the most obnoxious things, right? I can just imagine how crazy it could get. I love this photo right here. It's funny. I look at this and this kind of reminds me of the group. Just 1 second here. Just takes a minute to upload it. You know, it's light touching light, right? And that's where we are. That's being light workers is interesting at best, right? And Eric is now, I think, in the last few years, has really dedicated his life to being a light worker. Is that your phone going crazy or is that mine? What the heck is going on here? My phone is just going wacko. Wacko. I don't know why. Like abnormally wacko. Like not. Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah, but it's not even making a pattern that I'm used to. And I started talking about light workers with Eric, and it was almost like the angels were going, "Would you like proof? We'll give you some."
No, you're scared for the proof. You can experience it yourself.
Yeah.
But you told us you're not ready for it right now.
No, okay. I don't really, because there has been periods in my life in the past where I kind of went deep into the tube for a little while. This was a few years ago, and it was hard to function. It was really hard to function in life. And I think if you're a person who has the means where you don't have to work, it's wonderful because
Yeah.
you can go deep in, but I have to be aware and on my game a lot at work. And I
Mhm.
can't be too deep in. I have people who rely on me, but I do have a lot of fun doing this. And I'm okay right now. Just put my toe in.
Yeah,
But
I kept feeling with you, like with work, like you're saying, like in the next 5 years, you know, once this starts really taking a whole new
yes,
direction, then you're going to have more time available, like you're saying, to, you know, really kind of step into it further.
yeah, and the other thing is too. At my work, I help a lot of people in a different way, not to the same level, but it's essential as well. And we have to kind of respect, no matter what level someone's at in their path, like because we've all been, like I've been at the lowest lows that you can possibly imagine, and I think you guys have as well. And then I kind of, slowly found myself again. And occasionally, as we have this last week, there's times when you have no choice when the light codes take over and you don't have the driver's seat. There really is no free will. It is kind of, here you go, this is the light code, enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of felt that this week, and it was very euphoric. Hi,
Grant.
Grant. Yeah. Hi, Grant. Been a while, Grant. How are you feeling? Last time I saw him, he was in the hospital.
Yeah, how are you doing now, Grant?
Hi, John. We see John a lot. Have you ever had John up?
Not yet.
No.
I
John,
mean,
would you ever be open to coming up, John? Think about it. It doesn't have to be tonight, but I would love to meet you and
yeah,
read
Yeah,
your
me too.
energy. Yeah, I'm open to. You don't have to wear the suit. That would be fun. It's funny how you'll look at a picture, and that picture then kind of represents what you think of that person.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Captain Rehab for the longest time I thought was this old guy. He's a young guy. So what I'm basically saying is you never really know who the people are that you're talking to. Like, for all we know, half the time you look at this picture, you're thinking you're talking to a male. It could be a female, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Right. So I really trust people like yourself that put yourself on the high wire, because that's what you're doing. You're kind of bearing your soul. You're on the high wire for anyone to just get their BB gun and take a shot at you. So, and that to me takes a great deal of bravery.
Sadie. Hello. From Montreal.
The other thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, is there are people who are watching these, not commenting, but looking forward to when they're on. Because I've had people tell me in private
Yeah.
that they're watching these, not wanting to be recognized in the room, but still curious enough to want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I've gotten that a few times too.
I
Yeah,
think
which
there's
is
a
wonderful.
learning curve, Michael. I think people are watching and looking in and looking for.
Colin's back.
Yeah.
Aspiration. Yes, I'm back.
You sound good. You just sound low. Is there any way you can turn yourself up? You actually sound clear, just kind of low.
Does that make any difference?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
That's the best we can do.
Okay.
Pear-shaped at the moment.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, I think a lot of people are looking in for ideas, for content, for ways to look towards doing the broadcast themselves.
Right. Right.
Yeah. I did want to say, Colin, since you were looking for some clarity, I've gotten some things last year, and then as we moved into this year, all those things have played out spot on, which that's happening for a long time. But what I was getting at the end of last year, and it's the Spirit kind of keeps beating that drum, if you will. Every other week, it kind of reminds me of this mantra, if you will, and it's kind of setting certain things for each month. So in January, it was going to be kind of dark. February, it was going to be working on self-mastery. March, it was going to be the power month. It was just going to be like, whoa. And then April is supposed to be really getting in touch with the heart. And then May is supposed to be getting in touch with the spirit, like I've talked to you about. But the bigger point is that what Spirit was saying is there's going to be a time and a period a little bit after, right at the end of March, which we're at now, that there would be a lot of illusion, and the clarity wouldn't come until about June or July on several things. And then when I was in my in Shine's, Martin Shine's broadcast this morning, Jimmy and I were talking before we got started, and he was saying first thing that Neptune was getting ready to go into retrograde. And I said, well, what exactly does that mean? And then when he spoke what that meant, it said exactly what I'm telling you now. And I explained to him before that, I was like, sometimes I get these things from Spirit, and I'm not into astrology that much, but when I listen to someone that's into astrology, they'll actually name why these things are happening, because this planet or that or this or that. And then that correlates with what Spirit's been talking to me about. So I feel like, a lot of the times when we're talking about what's going on your side of the screen, those things are going to, more towards the middle of the year when things are going to start getting the clarity that you really want. But the bright part here is to maintain the perseverance, the patience, and the willpower. And I will say this, because Brandy mentioned it a minute ago, the 28th is the full moon. So every moon cycle, I'm going to be doing live meditations. And I was directed at the end of last year to start doing meditations with the moon cycle. And those have been off the charts powerful. Des and I did them in February. Helga and I and Des this month. And even Dina got in on it. So if you'd like to be a part of that, you kind of benefit on your own level. But when we meditate together, it's kind of like a...
Eric, can I make a suggestion for you, for your group, like the Power of Three, I love to call you?
Okay.
I would love for you guys to set up a Patreon account or a PayPal and have where people pay like $5. You have a group of like 20 people or 30 people or whatever, and you do a group session. And that would be a way to help feed what you're doing. Plus it also gives it a form of exclusivity.
That's a good idea. Thank you.
And then you only have people who are really genuinely wanting to be there. Because if they're going to invest money, that means they're really going to invest their time. I want to put something up here. I feel a tug to put this up. Here you go.
Hey, Gabby.
Hey, Gabby.
A laugh can be a very powerful thing. Sometimes in life, it's the only weapon we have.
And that's from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Isn't that funny? Elizabeth, thank you for the high five. And please, if you can, please, in the future, when they become VIP, please sponsor them per month. But if you can, if you see them on broadcast and they're doing their own broadcast, especially Eric right now who's on here, it costs nothing to give them 30 cents or 10 cents or 50 cents. It adds up. And if you get enough people doing it, there are many people who are on these platforms that do need the help. They really do. I currently am in a situation where I'm comfortable. So I'm not doing this for that, but they're investing hours and hours and hours. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed with me, I usually do an hour broadcast in the morning and I might do an hour broadcast at night if I'm feeling up to it. Thank you so much. And that's what I'm talking about right there. We got
Thank
someone
you.
who stepped forward and helped, because in the midst of, let's say, in the future, that throughout the month, 1,000 people, right, could donate $1 once they're VIP, they could really go down the rabbit hole and be here and be a community. And unfortunately, everything in life costs money. Warm, dry, fed is not free. And there's many people in that situation. If you enjoy these programs, and I don't mean just the spiritual ones, if it's a musician like Rick, right?
Yeah.
Everybody, and it also, I think, beyond the money, it gives them inspiration to keep moving forward. Because it's like people saying, hey, I appreciate this. I appreciate you. And I'm saying it right now because I really feel like the people that dedicate the time that Helga does and Eric does, we need to reward them and not just, hey, thank you. But, it doesn't cost much to give 30 cents. And half the time you get this stuff. Thank you so much for the One Love Award. I appreciate that. Thank you, Brandy.
Yeah.
So there you go. So my shameless plug worked, guys, a little bit.
Thank you, Elizabeth, again, and thank you, Brandy and Gabby, and thank you, Michael, because I'm not used to promoting myself. That's not
I'm good.
something that really comes to the forefront of my mind ever. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, I've always
you,
been a
Michael.
businessman. And I've had businesses throughout my life, and I know what it takes to get things done. Right? I'm good at that part. I'm wired for business, and I really could feel like you guys could do phenomenal with a Patreon account. And
I've actually got one set up. I just haven't.
Yeah, because
I haven't gotten it going.
When we're off air, I'm gonna show you someone who is doing very well doing what you're doing and has been doing it for a while. I don't want to promote them, but they're on YouTube. They have a Patreon account, and what they do is they broadcast every day like you are, but then they also have these social groups, and I think hers are like $10 or $20, and she channels different beings from all over the world and the universe, and she does very well. Like, I mean, crazy well. And then you've got guys like Ralph Smart, where he does a live broadcast, and I've seen him make $300 to $500 one broadcast on YouTube.
Wow.
It's crazy. But with him, he won't answer anybody's question unless they give him like $5. I've noticed that. That's crazy. I know. Like, look at Helga. I'll help anyone. Speak your mind, Helga. Address this. I like when you get like this. Go.
I don't want to have a situation when someone would like to join us.
Yes.
And they don't have
the means.
The money?
Yeah, the means. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the other thing too is that you could get people who have the means to sponsor people who don't.
I prefer that they will give from the heart.
Okay. We just got the number 333 from John, which is very Masonic, by the way. It also represents God. What else does it represent, Eric?
9, the number of completion.
But if you want to sustain this and have it where you can help the masses, yeah, you're going to have some forms of strategies throughout the next 2-3 years to do that. So, and there are those that have more money than you could possibly imagine that could help those who need it. What are these numbers coming up for? What does this mean?
77.
Well, we've got 340. We've got 343, which is the current count number. Is that representing something to you? Mrs. Williams? Is that a magic number to you, or?
Well, 3 and 4 is 7, 3 and 4 is 7, and 3 is 10. So
Listen,
7 and 10
hey,
is-
Colin, you sound great now. I
Okay.
cranked up your volume in the room. Give us a sexy voice like Papa's in the house. Can you do that?
I'm really not in a sexy voice mood tonight. But,
I'm already there,
Papa's
Colin.
in the house.
Colin, you've already got it. I thought we are hearing you. Clister, whatever I did helped. I cranked up your volume.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Glad.
Colin, can you,
Yeah.
in this moment, tell us? I know that it's been a rough week. I can feel it from you, but of all the things that have gone sideways, what are you still very grateful for?
I'm grateful for my optimism. My optimism knows no bounds. And whatever life will throw at me, it cannot take away my optimism. Life can do what it wants. But as long as we hold on to that optimism, anything is possible. Brandy says she loves the sound of your voice, Michael. How cool is that?
I think she's talking to you, Colin.
Yeah, all the ladies talk to Colin. He just doesn't know it, but that's okay. That's good. You stay humble. I like that.
And thank you for that on the optimism, Colin. That's very important. Thank you
You're
for
loud and
speaking to
clear now. You're so loud and clear. Whatever we did there, that worked. See, the gods have aligned the. Yeah. See, and you're back in business. Look at that. See, you took the sign down. That's
I
good.
took the sign down, yes. Well, I put the sign up when I went for a cup of tea, and I took it back
Yeah.
down when I came back. It sort of gives you a clue that I'm around somewhere.
Brilliant.
Colin, do you remember when we first met? Do you remember that? And how many
That
days
was a
ago?
while ago.
Yeah,
Wow.
because I'm tomorrow. Well, at 12 tonight, it's I'm going to be day 100.
Awesome.
Yeah. How many days are you at now, sir?
Well, I regrouped, I cancelled, and then came back. So I'm only on something like, I don't know, day 20 something or other. But
Right. Yeah,
it
but
was- I was only away for a couple of days, so it's pretty much the same as yourself, just a couple of weeks shy of that.
Yeah. So you've been on HAPS for about 3 months.
Yeah.
Is that fair? And we've seen a lot of changes in this format in 3 months.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
People are adapting, they're growing, they're changing, they're morphing into something better than they started out at. So, I mean, it's progress all the way around. I love it.
Well, look at tonight. We're doing, somewhat of a very woo broadcast. And we've got currently, I don't know, about 300 views so far, which means
337.
tomorrow it could be around 800, 1,000 people. And, a year from now, Helga, you could have 2,000-3,000 people coming into the room going, I want to be part of the Woo Circle, and I have $5 for the Patreon account. And then your wardrobe will only get better. And you and you owe that to the people out there. That's the way, not that you don't have a fashion show every other day.
As long as they give from the heart.
I hope they give from the wallet myself, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But we should never impede the boatloads of money that we are worthy of having. Like, I'm okay with a couple boatloads of money. How about you, Colin? Colin? 1 or 2 boatloads of money? We're open that. Preferably $100 bills. We we're not
There used to
greedy.
be an advert. There used to be an advert for a life-saving RNLI, the Royal Navy, the National Lifeboat Association, and in it there'd be this couple floating out there in the sea in this little dinghy. So I'd be happy with a little dinghy at the moment. Little dinghy full of money, that would do.
Yeah. He's not in
Not
the
bothered about
reference of something else there, by the way.
No,
Okay.
no.
No. There's no hidden meaning in there at all. Have you guys ever watched the movie Blow? Have you ever seen that? Where and they had a room full of boxes of money, and they were lazy. They didn't want to count it. So they'd weigh each box and they would go, this is roughly 3.7 million. And it was just like a file box. I think this one's 3.8 million. And the room was stacked to the ceiling with these boxes. Crazy, right? I'm just saying, look, Helga, I just want you to have one of those boxes. I'm not greedy. That's all. Just one of those boxes. That's 3.7, 3.8. I think you could live well on that.
You know, when I was smaller,
Okay.
I
Okay.
always told myself, I don't
Yeah.
have to be rich.
Yeah.
I want to be happy.
Yes.
And I'm still the way. Because if I am rich, I know other people don't have anything.
Right.
So how happy can I be with so much money?
Hmm. You could help a lot of people, though, and you would,
Yeah, but
right?
why should I be rich and other
Yeah.
people not? I prefer
Uh-huh.
that all of us have enough.
I agree, but I think there's also different forms of richness, right?
Exactly. But
Right. So
if
it
we are
should,
talking about
yeah.
money,
Yeah. But I would love for you to have balance in all aspects of your life,
I'm
abundance in
grateful.
all. Yeah, I know you are. I don't think we'll ever see eye to eye on this. I'm a big believer that, everybody has the ability to draw money into their life and help as many people as they possibly can. And when you associate negative things to money, it stops the flow of it, just like anything. That's all. That's my opinion.
Spirit gave me one time a breakdown on money
Mhm.
and said that at this point, money basically has a soul and it wants to be spread. It doesn't like to be hoarded. So, like the people that have like trillions of dollars,
Yes.
they are the ones that I feel like are impeding upon money's energy or its soul, because they're holding it. But I do believe what you're saying too, Michael, is people can make money, they can be wealthy from the heart and
Yeah.
the pocket and spread the love. Because I do feel like money is green for a reason. It lines up with the heart chakra.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is the more money you have, the more choices you have, the more freedom.
And
Yeah.
so any money that you donate in this direction, I was gonna do the thing with Randy and then sign up the other account and get the $25, but I just never signed up another account. It seemed like too much of a hassle. So, but I have a project. If you go to Facebook, you can see it. It's called Love for All Project.
Yeah.
And when I first started this awakening, I was going to a sound therapist, and the first time I saw her, she told me to go home, and she had some homework for me. She said, "Go home, find your spirit guide and your life purpose." I was like, "Oh, okay, don't lay it on thick or anything." And that was a Saturday. I went home. I did a meditation on Sunday, and I didn't find my guide, but I found the connection to my higher self.
Right.
And I was told that I was supposed to teach the children what I'm learning. And so in the future, I'm supposed to build like almost like a summer camp. My mother has 22 acres here in
Mhm.
Tennessee. And in the summers, parents that would allow their children to come and experience crystals and making dream catchers and things like that, and some survival skill things like that. Natural appreciations could come and learn these things here. So a lot of that money that you would donate would go to actually building those facilities.
That's awesome. Colin, you still there?
I'm still here because the close sign is not up.
Okay, good. All right. I would love for you to read this with your voice.
Yes, because telepathy wouldn't work for a lot of the people on the side. Don't ruin a new day by thinking about yesterday. Let it go. Somebody said once, let it go. Let go and let God. Let go and let God.
Yeah. You know, there's no future in yesterday. Right. And the other one I love, I don't know who said this and I heard it and it stuck, was anyone who tries to get even rarely gets ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But I love that we're doing these mantras. I love that we're reading little pockets of inspiration, and I feel like a lot of times it spawns other conversation and other thoughts, and it kind of keeps us in the pocket of frequency and abundance, which we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see. Here's the gang. The gang's all here. There you go. Brandy, I've really enjoyed you being here. Mrs. Williams, would you like to come up? Are you? Does anybody know Gabrielle here?
Yeah.
Have you,
Yeah. She's part of the Soul family.
Oh, good.
Gabby.
Gabby. Oh, okay. It looks like Gabrielle. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we call her Gabby.
We call
I
her Gabby.
sent you an invite, Gabby.
We would love to see you. And John, thank you for always being here. John kind of is in and out of the chat rooms a lot, and
Yeah. I love seeing his name pop up.
so it's a strange time right now that we're in with the vibrations being so high. And can we just kind of dabble into that a little bit, Eric, if it's okay? Just explain to the average person who maybe doesn't know what the heck we're talking about when we're saying that the vibration is high. Can you maybe explain it through your lens, and maybe also Colin explain that, unless Colin's not feeling that. Are you feeling it, Colin?
I'm happy just to sit on the side and listen to you guys chat, to be fair.
Are you okay to read things occasionally with your sexy voice? Are you open
I
to
can
that?
do that. I can read till the cows come home, depending, of course.
Okay,
on
and
what time they're meant
now
to.
how many cows come home before there's too many cows coming home? That's what I really want to know.
Well, you see, you've got to figure out that if a man walks a week in a month, how many cherries in the pint of beer, and then you deduct the amount of cherries by the number of teats on the cow.
That completely makes sense. Yes.
Good night, Brandy. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Brandy. It was wonderful
Oh,
meeting
Brandy.
you.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Oh, okay. I thought you had some anecdote of joy there for her or something.
Hello, Zen Butterfly.
Yeah, I love that name.
Yeah.
And that's another person that I have yet to meet, and I would really love to meet. Yes. I would love Colin to read this. This would be awesome. This is kind of funny. We could use a little bit of humor right now. Okay. Are you ready? Well, yeah. You'll see in a second. It's not anything bizarre. Don't worry, Helga. I promise. Only on mine. Okay. Can you read that, sir?
Right. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. We do that one more time.
Yeah.
Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
And guess who wrote it? Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
There you go. This is the kind of wisdom we bring you here. And that's why you should donate as much as you possibly can. Dr. Seuss demands it. Thank you. All right, we're back. Let's see the fam. There you go. I like that one. I think that's quite clever. I love that we had Roger Rabbit quote earlier, right? Now we have Dr. Seuss. soon I'll have some means of the Power Rangers and Popeye the Sailor Man in the future.
But it always works. It always works because a lot of these cartoons, a lot of these Disney
Yes.
movies, a lot of these old fairy tales, they all carried with them a moral that could be explained to the reader. And I think they were timeless truths. It's like I always look at these sayings that people have, like many hands make light work. Too many cooks spoil the broth. They're timeless truths for personal development, but wrapped up in clothing that doesn't make it too demanding on the listener.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And they're easy enough for a child to understand.
And the other thing too, if you watch a lot of the Disney stuff, there was always kind of an adult humor in there that a kid could not figure out, but it was kind of put in there for the adults to yeah. Colin, are you ready? And we've got another one for you here, buddy.
Go on then, bring it on. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you react to the things that are out of your control.
Read it one more time, sir. One more time.
You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you react to the things that are outside of your control. So true. I mean, you can't change people's behavior. All you can change is how you're going to respond to that, how you're going to feel about it. John and I have got a broadcast booked. I'm not sure where it is in the next couple of days. And one of the topics is opinions that he's bringing to the table. And I think we mentioned on this broadcast the other day, an opinion is just a suggestion that's given out from a person. And when we look at that opinion as a suggestion, we know in our heart, in our mind, that there are two things we can do with a suggestion. We can either accept them or reject them. Oh, what's going on?
Caleb, how are you?
Oh, hello.
Abby, you have to mute. Thank you.
That was wild. I loved it. I was like, we've been invaded.
We have. That killed the moment, didn't it? But the concept was there. If we look at an opinion as a suggestion, we know that with a suggestion we can either accept it or reject it. So anybody that gives you their opinion or tries to tell you how it is, it's a suggestion. Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
okay,
I love that you said that. Thank you, Colin, for bringing that up again.
Colin, we've got one more here for you quickly, and then we'll listen to the craziness in the background again. Is that big enough to read for you?
Let's have a look. Never stop moving in the direction of powerful people who love freely. Choose to see this moment in time as a heavenly gift, full of divine wisdom. Let your heart shine brightly this week, knowing on some level the world is in great need of compassion and unconditional love.
Yeah. I wrote that one day when I was feeling good. And you can tell that the days when I'm not feeling good, they tend to be dark. Oh, look at that. Gabs is transcending into another light form here. It's going kind of crazy there. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be able to stay up with her bandwidth. So, yeah. Well, we can wait and see if she's coming up.
The night that we did a woo broadcast,
yes.
Des and I were talking, and she said, "Let us woo you," and then I said, "The woo is in you. When you stop denying you, wait a minute. Woo is in you. When you stop denying you own your own woo, the things you can do." And she was like, "Oh, that sounds like Dr. Seuss right there." So,
it does. And you wrote that?
Yeah.
That? That's beautiful.
Yeah. She was like, "We need to make a t-shirt out of that." I was like, yeah.
Oh, I like that very much. That's cool. That's very cool.
John says the Dusty Bowl.
Every time we say bowl, I think something else.
Yeah. I put a little slang on there because Brandy that was in here one night, she was on Facebook, and apparently it would write up what we were saying. And so I was speaking with a little bit of an accent. And I was like, I get my dusty bowler out. And she was like, oh my God, over here it's saying dusty balls. And so ever since then, I've just kind of been saying my dusty balls.
Oh my God. Well, there's nothing worse than that, I think. Okay.
Hi, Gina.
Call. Hey, yeah. Hello. Oh, Gary's
Evan.
here.
Gary!
Gary, do you want to come up for a sec?
So apparently, because I have an iPhone, my HAPS experience now has to suck. I am aw. I'm sorry to hear that, Gary. What's going on with the iPhone?
Yeah, I've heard that. They can't, they're having problems. We can try, though, if you want, Gary. You can give it a whirl. If it's bad, we'll just beam you back down.
Yeah, I sent you an invite, Gary. You're always welcome, as you know.
Yeah. Gabrielle, or Gabs, as you were calling her. Yeah, it's just breaking up too much. I'm sorry. I took you from the chat here. It's not going to work. Sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes you have to beam up, beam back. Well, we can always try. The dusty bowl. John likes that.
Yeah.
Zen Butterfly, would you be open to coming up just for a few minutes? I'm going to leave soon, guys, if you don't mind. But do you want to end the broadcast here and start another one up, or you want to just keep letting it roll, brother, like you do?
We'll probably end up stopping. And I know Helga's been up quite a bit today. We were both up on a broadcast early this morning. So
the other thing that we've talked about before too, and anybody who's listening, once you get past 2 hours, the quality isn't as good. And I don't mean the broadcast so much, but it starts to pixelate. You have, I think what they do is they kind of downgrade the bandwidth or something. I don't know what they do, but the broadcast, once you get it over, I have found over 40 minutes, it starts to degrade a bit. And I noticed that when I was doing business shows, the quality of it. Now, it's not that way if you're on Twitch or Facebook or any of that. They seem to have the infrastructure to be okay with it. But on HAPS, it starts to do strange things, which then sometimes equate doing strange things on the other platforms.
I didn't get to watch your broadcast the other night, but you had Mark on your show. Did you all talk anything about anything to do with those kind of topics?
We basically talked about where at the end of the month, everyone's leaving Periscope and hopefully migrating here to HAPS. So I think it would be wonderful if Helga and you did something to welcome the individuals who are, I would say, light givers, and to welcome them with open arms, and just say, here we are, we would love to meet you, and maybe just have certain people come up for a few minutes. But I think you're going to start seeing in the next, especially this weekend, a lot of new faces. And we've already seen some new faces, haven't we, Helga? Like our one friend today in the room, right?
Yes.
We know what we're talking about, right? Yeah.
Yep.
He's a character. He is a character.
Well, the other night I was signing on, and it took me about 20 minutes to sign on because it was saying that HAP's capacity was full and no more broadcasters could broadcast. So that's why I was asking about what you might have talked with Mark, because I'm like thinking if Periscope comes in, there might be a situation where people can't broadcast.
Okay, give me an example. So if you tried to go up and it wouldn't let you because the servers were overloaded, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I ended up copying and pasting it. I'd have to go back and look in Dez's because I put it in our chat, but it said something to the extent of we have too many people broadcasting at this moment. So
Wow.
you can't bring
Ne-
anyone else up.
I've never seen that. I've
And then it
never
said
seen.
we should have this problem fixed by January. I was like, well, it's May now, so I was like, very interesting.
So yeah, so basically what that is that there's only so many people that they can accommodate with the servers that they currently have, right? Where
Yeah.
someone like Twitch, that would take probably 500,000 people before that became an issue
Yeah.
because they have the infrastructure. Do you guys want to do the gratitude thing and we'll end the night? And we're just over 2 hours here. Is that okay with you guys?
Sounds perfect.
Okay. Helga, do you want to tell us what you're grateful for this evening before we go? And then we'll. The only person that can actually shut it down, Eric, is you. I hear some humming. Do you hear the humming?
No.
No humming this end.
No humming. Okay. That, okay. The other thing I would love to do, if it's okay, is Eric or Helga, would you like to lead a mantra or something before we go? Silence in the morning is beautiful. Silence in the day makes me feel this way. Okay, so I guess that means no.
Oh,
Would you
I
would
think
you like
Eric.
me to what's that? You want Eric
Eric.
to do it?
Yes.
Or do you want me to do some random thing?
No,
And
Eric. It's his
Eric,
broadcast.
I agree. I think Mama Bear has spoken.
hello, Sweet Pea.
Hi, sweet pea.
Sweet Bee, do you want to come up because we're doing the gratitude thing? Do you want to? She does that a lot. She jumps in around the gratitude time. It's like she's waiting in the wings.
Well, I'm going to do my gratitude and I'm going to drop my call because it is 2 a.m. in the morning, so I need to hit the sack.
Well, I'll tell you, Colin, you've never sounded better than you
Bless
sound
you.
right now.
Okay. Well, I'm grateful for the ability to come in and sit with you guys for a brief moment in time. I will be back another time, and it's been a pleasure. So thank you very much, and good night.
Thank you, sir.
Colin.
Thank
Much
you,
love,
Colin.
my brother.
And look at it. One drops and one appears. There we go.
Hi, guys.
For every
Hey,
door
Sweet Pea.
for every door that closes, one opens. There we go. Hi, Sweet Pea. You seem to be in the dark. Have you lost your way?
I am. I could be even darker. Look. I'm in town, actually. So I just popped on. I was like waiting on him to run inside. And I'm like,
Yeah.
on. Y'all were on. And I'm like, yes. And you said I came on at the perfect time. So yay.
So tell us what you're grateful for today. What was
I'm grateful to get out of the house. I'm so grateful to be out of the house. And no more migraine. I had a migraine all this morning when I caught the broadcast early this morning. And then yesterday I had another one. It's awful, but I'm so grateful that they're gone. So
I'm
I'm
glad
grateful.
it's gone too.
Yes, and
Oh, look who's
I'm glad-
coming.
I'm grateful that these storms have kept us safe. Eric, myself, and everybody around. It's been rough. Stay safe, Eric.
Thank you so much, Sweet Pea.
This woman looks very familiar to me. I think
have
we
a
had her
question.
pit.
You want to say hi?
I have a question.
Hey, y'all will rarely hear this person in the background say, "What are you grateful for?"
You.
Well, he said me.
Good choice. Good choice. Well done. Well played. Well played, my friend. Well played. Well done.
24 years.
25. You better count, mister. This year's 20.
Leslie.
Has
Leslie.
anybody seen this person? I've she looks familiar to me. She looks
I have
familiar.
a question for Leslie.
Okay.
How long do you have migraines?
It's probably been maybe 10 years now. Not my whole life, but probably the last 10 years. Something like that, off and on.
Okay. Let us connect one day.
Okay. We will.
Okay.
We will. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm gonna
Peace and
go.
blessings, y'all.
Ronnie says that's Ronnie. He says peace and blessings to y'all.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Thank you. Yes.
Much
Same to
love,
you.
brother.
Love you, sweetie.
He's
Love
in
you,
the car.
Leslie.
Hope y'all have
You guys are cute.
Aw. Thanks. Love y'all. Have a good rest of the night. I hope to catch y'all on the replay. I'll watch
Yes.
it.
Love you
Love
too.
love will conquer all. That's beautiful.
Yes,
Thank
definitely.
y'all.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys for having me. Bye, guys.
You're welcome. Des, have you seen this woman? She looks familiar to me. We had her in the broadcast earlier. She seems very familiar to me. Can you see her, Desiree? Can you?
Who?
Do you know? do you know who that is? It's kind of a spokesmodel kind of vibe. She looks familiar to me. I don't know her.
You downloaded my picture?
So you know what? I was so frustrated with you blurring in and blurring out. I thought I got to get a picture of her that she'll be okay with. So I found
That's
that
so
one.
great.
Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? I don't think you've ever looked finer. There you go.
Thank
So
you.
we were in the midst of closing down, but were you in some woo room earlier doing kind of
I
woo
was
thing?
with some of our first family. I saw that they were live, and he said they were doing a spirit chat, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, okay. You know, I'm always on here on Haps, and I'm never on YouTube, so I was like, okay, I'll jump over to YouTube. So I went to N5D tonight and gave some love.
That's awesome. Do you want to do a quick reading for the collective before we go, or just speak some words? You don't necessarily have to do cards. It's up to you. And you are pixelating like crazy, and thank God I have your picture up. This is wonderful. Okay.
It's a great picture of me. I like it.
It is. Okay, I'm
It
gonna
is.
do that. I'm gonna do this. And if you start to pixelate, I'll put you down and then just put your picture up. Okay. I
Okay.
think I have a strategy here, guys. See? There you
Love
go.
Eric,
it.
do you have your deck out just in case, like when I pull out a card, you can show it on your screen?
Which one? The dragon or the mystic?
Yeah. Dragon.
So we are currently at, I think, almost 400 views. That's pretty good, guys.
Amazing. 404 is what I got.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think.
So I pulled the Cancer Dragon. It is imaginative, emotional, and spontaneous. So right now we're actually about to hit a full moon here in 2 days or a day and a half or however, wherever you're at in the world. And, we're really having to use that imagination side of ourselves and bring that childlike expression back up to who we used to be. So there's a big emotional pull that's coming in. And we've had a blackout in the Schumann resonance yesterday, and today some of it's kind of messed up. So a lot of energy is coming in, and we're all starting to be spontaneous in our own energies. So just a lot of new energy pulling in, and a lot of new old stuff coming out. So we're using this time for water to come in and just like whoosh all that energy around for us. And with the new moon, I believe it's in Libra, if I'm not mistaken. So that's I think that's air, right? Is that air?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that air, like last time I was talking about, the wind is going to pull us higher. So we're all being pulled up higher into our ascension timelines at the correct time. So everything's really pulling together and being stretched and turned and twisted into what we really need to have at our time. So if you start to get emotional, it's okay. Just go ahead and go with the flow. So you can go into those emotions, but don't stay there too long. So, but also use your imagination when it comes down to your creativeness. So make sure that you play like a child. Go outside and go play. Go be that imaginative kid that you once were. You know, it's time to go outside and go play in the grass and go be in the trees. And also be spontaneous. Keep being adventurous. Keep doing things on the spontaneous level. Like just spur of the moment. Just go do it. Do it. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, and you know, I kept hearing in my head while you did that. Just do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Yeah, okay. But I don't know if that's what you meant though. Okay. So let's put everybody up here for a sec, and then is everybody okay with just doing the gratitude part now? And closing off, or do you guys want to keep rolling and I'll leave? Eric's the man.
I'm good. I'm good with the gratitude. When Des said the earth, I just pulled this card.
Yes.
Which is the Earth Dragon. It was like, as she said the word Earth, I pulled the card. Tell about love and gratitude. Yes, thank you. We're getting ready to start that right here, right now. So you showed up at the perfect time. I'm grateful right now for the beauty that I'm seeing in life's journey as it's unfolding, as we've talked a little bit here tonight, where I've been, what I've come through, where I'm at now, and keep tuning in and you'll see where we go with all this. And I just want to remind everybody, like some of the sayings that Michael's brought on to the stream tonight, whenever you find yourself in darkness or trouble or illusion, just remember that you are the light. The light is inside you. And perhaps if you take the time to just meditate, settle, examine what's going on in your life, ask the questions with the sincerity from your heart, and you'll find the answers. You may have to move to make it happen, but you'll get the answers. And when you take those actions, you'll start to get more answers, and those actions will be coincided with the knowingness that what you're doing is bringing you into higher vibrations and awarenesses, and you'll start receiving a lot of love, and you can't go wrong with that. So all the love to all y'all that have showed up tonight. Thank you, Michael, for coming up tonight. Thank you, Helga. Thank you, Desiree, for showing up. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, John. Thank you, everybody that's come in up here. Colin, Sweepy, Gabby, I'm sorry you didn't get to make it up. Thank you, Brandy. Everybody, y'all are my soul family. And we're just going to keep rising with the tide.
Okay. Are we going to end it there, folks? Or are we going to keep rolling? What are we doing?
We are not done yet.
Do what?
We are not done yet.
We're not done yet? Can I read one little thing that we had talked about before we started the broadcast, buddy? Do you remember this? I feel like we should maybe end it with this.
If you were ever...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. If you were ever a close friend of mine at any point in my life, I just want to let you all know that I randomly think about you and always hope you're doing amazing in your life. I really do find that to be true for myself. You know, anyone that's ever crossed my path has touched me in some way for my own growth, and I always think of them at some point. Maybe not in every day, but
yeah. Is it okay if I just read this one before I go here?
Yeah.
This one here. Okay, just 1 second. I got to make it big enough that I can see it. I'm old. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm getting rickety in my old age here. I don't know if it'll let me. Let me see here. Here we are. Okay. This is what happens. Okay, I think I can read it from here. All right. Not everyone is going to like you, So it's important that you love yourself. The world is awakening with waves of powerful energy. So those souls who choose to live in the past will truly suffer if they don't embrace the shift. Be flexible with the changes going on within you. You are expanding your consciousness this year. Let the waves of healing and hope wash over you. And that's kind of what I've been going through. I'm really kind of surrendering, especially this week, to what is going on in the universe. And I really feel like I haven't had much of a choice. I'm kind of being just shot down the river in a raft with no rowers. I'm just I don't know how you guys are feeling about that, but do you want to end it there, buddy? Is that cool? Or do you want to end it with a beautiful picture? That
Was
one
there
right
something
there.
that you wanted to say, Helga?
Helga, do you want to say something?
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted. We can put her up too. There you go. No?
No? Okay.
No. No. Maybe.
No.
No.
Okay.
Tomorrow, if you tune in, you will see her on her brand new camera, and there will be a new level of beauty emanating from her deepest soul. Thank you to technology. And I'm grateful for the crystal clear sound that we are now hearing. Okay?
Thank you.
And please, if you can, even in the replay, if you love this broadcast, if you love what you're seeing and you love the content, please, in your heart, donate to these wonderful individuals. Thank you so much for your time tonight. All right, Eric.
Thank you. We'll see if I got my green room privileges. Don't hang up there, Helga. Or Des. In the broadcast. Love you all. Sweet dreams.